Once again, oh so close to goal for Team GB in the men's curling. How heartbreaking was it this time?
This, I think, getting into perspective, they have won silver, but I think right now this is going to hurt and it's going to feel terrible for the team. But I think in time they will see their achievements, because this team, Team Mouat, Bruce Mouat, who is the skipper of the team, they have won everything. Double world champions. They've won everything except Olympic gold, which this particular team now has twice. And where it is gut-wrenching is they won silver 4 years ago, so lost the gold medal match 4 years ago. And history's repeated itself here in Milano Cortina. And as you mentioned there, David, as well, it's the third silver in 4 editions of the Olympic Games that the men's curling team have come out on the losing side in the gold medal match. 102 years was the last time that the men's curlers won a gold medal. 1924 Chamonix Olympics. It just seems at the moment destined not to be. And we talk about that perspective, but in sport, they came into this medal, they believed they were going to win the gold. They've had some difficulties throughout the round robin, but it's about actually just getting through that and then how you perform in the knockout games. And they got themselves to the final, and they had their chances today, this evening, tonight in Cortina. I think they will look back in sort of around the halfway point, ends 6, 7, potentially 8 as well, where they could have got in front a bit more, because it's the 9th where Canada really, they stole 3 points. They went 8-6 up, and then that final end, the 10th and final end, it was just so cagey that you could feel the pressure for both sides, and Canada just in those big moments just did enough. So the score is 9-6 to Canada, but that's utterly irrelevant because they've won it by a whisker. But they had the wherewithal and the control, I think, bizarrely in that final end, even though Team GB had the hammer, which means the final stone in that end. So the team, you mentioned there, Bruce Mouat, the skip, Grant Hardy, Bobby Lammy and Hammy McMillan, they're going to be gutted. We were going to be speaking with them. If they'd won the gold, we have to plan for these things. They have been great. They said they'd come out here and they would chat to us, they'd talk to us. I think now they're not going to be coming out. They're going to need time with their coaches, with the performance director and their families, just to let this one settle in, because I think the point is they were so focused on one medal, and the one they're leaving this arena tonight in Cortina is sadly for them not the colour they wanted.
But you know what, Geraint, I mean, it might not even have been as close as that, right? I mean, they almost didn't make semi-finals. They had to beat the USA, help the results go their way. They needed one other team to lose, and then they beat Switzerland, who'd been perfect up until that point. So, you know, the battle just to get to that gold medal match was pretty enthralling nonetheless, and a deserved silver, let's put it that way, rather than losing the gold. Tell us, what else has been happening in Milan today?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's one of those things where perspective will come on. What else is happening in Milano Cortina today is actually nothing in terms of Team GB. We were meant to be hopefully bringing you some news on a potential another medal for Team GB and Zoe Atkin in the women's halfpipe. But over in Lavinia, which is several hundred miles that way, terrible weather, not just snow but also bad visibility with the cloud, low cloud level fog. So that final was postponed, and they will go tomorrow morning at 9:40 your time. So Zoe Atkin, one of the world's best. She's the current world champion, X-Games champion, and a lot of people are seeing it as the gold as a battle between Team GB's Zoe Atkin and China's Eileen Gu. But that has not happened tonight. That goes tomorrow morning, rescheduled after a postponement today. The Team GB bobsleighs, the 4-man bob, they were in bronze medal position after their first run, but after the halfway stage, they've slipped down to 7th. 2 more runs tomorrow, but I think that's probably been a little bit too far off to get among the medals for those. So huge disappointment in terms of the curlers this evening. They wanted gold, they're leaving with silver. So overall for Team GB, that is a 4th medal, 3 golds, 1 silver, potentially another medal tomorrow morning.